Eamonn Holmes, 61, is getting better bit by bit after suffering an agonizing slipped disc, but he says the injury has made him fear he wouldn't be able to cope if he didn't have wife Ruth, 61, by his side. The couple are due to spend Christmas apart this year as the GB News host spends time with his elderly parents who live in Ireland and are unable to travel to England. He said, "For the past 7 months, being incapacitated with back and leg problems has really scared me. What if there was no one there to help me with the little things? To fetch and carry, cook and clean and generally ask if I needed anything? Bit by bit, I am getting better, but let me cut a long story short. Outside family, nobody cares, and sometimes, I'm sure for many of you, even they don't. We are all too busy with our own lives and problems. Our employers, by and large, want us to be an asset, not a burden. Nobody is coming. We are basically on our own. None more so than people who are too well to be in care homes, but too incapacitated to look after themselves. And one day, any of those people could be any one of us." Eamonn says it makes his blood boil that social care workers don't earn more money, and he has called for a wage rise for the sector. In a column for Best magazine, he added, "Not only, despite claims to the contrary, is the area of social care completely underfunded, but those who work in it are also completely undervalued. It makes my blood boil that the toughest jobs in society tend to be the worst paid. But they are." Eamonn has previously said he is hoping to permanently move to Ireland at some point. However, the TV star admitted his wishes to relocate to Belfast on a full-time basis have left his spouse feeling irritated. The presenter opened up in a new interview with Belfast Live, revealing his heart lies in his home country, and he longs to return to it. In a campaign supporting Belfast as the UK's favourite destination, the broadcaster admitted that if it were possible to work from Belfast, he would ship out there for good. "Don't miss," Eamonn admitted that part of the reason behind his desire to move is that he misses his family, including his 92-year-old mum. He confessed that having an elderly parent is difficult, with his mum relying on his 4 brothers over in Northern Ireland. Reflecting on his reasons for remaining in England in his Surrey home so far, Eamonn said, "Ruth is now on her own with her mother. She's got to be here, and we've got family commitments and work commitments. We've got a stretch of water that keeps us apart. Organizing big family events such as Christmas can also be difficult, with both spouses wanting to see their mums, which has resulted in the couple spending Christmas away from each other this year." The star went on to share that Ruth gets very irritated with him for claiming their house in Surrey isn't home for him. When asked where home is, Eamonn admitted, "Well, it's not Surrey. When people ask me what I'm doing at the weekend, I tell them I'm going home, then my wife gets very irritated by this. She says, 'This is your home.' And I say, 'No Ruth, this is where I work, this is where I have to be, but home.'" Eamonn added that for him, home is what forms who you are, and Belfast brings his soul alive when he flies back in. Eamonn finally admitted that he only remains in England due to work commitments, saying, "If that work was in Northern Ireland, then I'd be in Northern Ireland.